back to my channel. Sas here. I'm here to do the review of Love After Lockup. Alright, so let's start with Clint. Like I said last week, I'm not going to spend too much time with Clint because I think Clint is delayed. So I'm not going to burn him to a crisp like I am the rest of the fools. I'm going to lay off a little bit on Clint. Okay? Clint is with his mom and they are on their way to the airport so he can go and pick up his boo. You know, she's being released, and the day after she gets released, they're going to get married. His mom is supporting this, gave him his own little credit card. You know, she was like, if it goes bad, you know, I hope it don't, but of course I have reservations, as you should. So, she's supporting him. Now, Clint, he is just delighted because, you know, he's done seen pictures of this girl. You know, he's never seen her in person. They never met. But, you know, he has seen pictures of her and she's just beautiful, the most beautiful woman he's ever seen. But, again, they never met in person. Child, I cannot wait for this. Clint is going to have some heartache this season. I really do feel that. But that's enough about, you know, Clint. All right, let's talk about, what's his name, y'all? Marcelino? Anyway, let's call him Latino Heat. I like him. He seems like he is a good guy, a sweet guy, a kind guy. He has, you know, a pretty good head on his shoulders other than falling in love with someone that's just coming out of prison. But I like him, you know. He seems like he's laid back, you know, pretty chill guy. He's picking up his boo, Brittany. All right. Now, they showed pictures of Brittany. I guess that was when she was freshly locked up, honey. She was on meth. Okay. I think she was in prison for robbery. You know, anyway, her mugshot, child, I was like, girl, how much meth or drugs or whatever was you smoking? And then she comes out and she looks healthy. She's, you know, a little plump. You know, she probably, of course, she's done gained weight in prison, but, you know, she looks healthy. And, you know, they got together, they kissed, they hugged, you know, boo, 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 boo. So, she has a son, and the son is with the baby's father, and I think that is where the rip is going to happen, is between her son and the baby's father. I think that's going to be a stress in their relationship. I mean, it's all good now because she's freshly out, but once the stress of life come into play, I think that's what's going to bring some hindrance into their relationship. They go out, they drive, they're in Vegas, and you know, she just wanted to be, you know, left alone. She just wanted time to just breathe and take it all in. I like Brittany. Brittany seems like she has a pretty good head on her shoulders, you know, right now. You know, if she can stay away from the drugs and, you know, from people who got her there and just stick with all that philosophy she was preaching, I think Brittany and Latino Heat, they could actually make it. I mean, Lord, I hope so, because I think they'll be good for each other. I think he will be very good, you know, for her. So, child, we'll see where that goes. All right, now let's talk about Caitlyn. All right, as we see last week, Caitlyn was denied getting her boo. Okay, they told her to take your feet to the street. We see her driving down the road going 80, having a nervous breakdown. Honey, she looks like she was on one of those country ass roads, like in that same road in that movie Wrong Turn. Honey, she is just tore up. So she goes to the end of the road, at the end of the driveway. She's just sitting there, and then a truck comes, and says, if you follow me, I'll take you to pick him up. So she's excited. And boy, she jumped in that car. Y'all see her? Honey, she was Wilma Rudolph. Honey, she was Usain Bolt. She was rolling. So she follows that vehicle. And then they go to like this convenience store. And I'm like, well, when we see other people get released from prison, they're outside the prison. Honey, they had her work for it. They was like, you want this man? We're going to make you work. You're going to waste some gas to get to this man. So she goes to a convenience store. And she's waiting, and she's waiting, and she's waiting. And he finally shows up. And y'all, the way they were acting made me sick. I know you're happy. I know you're happy to get your man from prison. But you're acting ridiculous. They were kissing and slobbering, and she was giggling and jumping, and oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! I'm here! Oh my God! I mean, if I ever wanted to punch a heifer in the throat, that was the time and the place. Caitlin is so immature. This relationship is going to be a disaster. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So they're in the car, and she's like, pull out your penis. Y'all, he pulls his penis out. And she's like, oh my God, it's real. Oh my God. Ah. Honey, Jesus be a window. When she leaned over, honey, I never wanted to window to wind up so fast. I just wanted her neck to be like this. Caitlin, if you don't set your immature tail down somewhere, you better. I just can't. Just that whole, just the way, she was acting, I was just sick to my stomach. So anyway, she was saying that he's so good looking that she cannot keep her eyes off of him. Now, I will say this. He's not bad looking. He has a tooth missing. He's aware of that, he says in prison, the dentist, if your tooth hurt, it's getting pulled. They don't care if it's in the front, back, side, corner. You're going to walk in there with teeth. You're going to walk out with some teeth. Some right here, some right there. So, that's just a chance he took. But who cares? Because Caitlin don't care about that hole in your head. She don't care if you can't whistle. Only thing she worried about is can that penis whistle. That's all she care about, child. That's all. Oh, whistle while you work. Do, 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 do. So, honey, she don't care nothing about that. So, they're at the grocery store, and they're grocery shopping. They're acting like teenagers, and that is it with those two. Honey, they're going to be wide open. They are going to be a couple that I am going to love to burn to a crisp. Because she gets on my lasting nerve. All right. Now, let's talk about Lizzie and Scott. Here's another one. All right, as we know, Lizzie's out. Okay. And Scott takes her to a convenience store and says, since you want to act like a 6-year-old, have free reign at this store. You can buy whatever you want. Honey, she went nuts. She was buying chips, cookies, crackers, everything. Everything. Acting ridiculous, embarrassing. Child, I can't with Lizzie. I cannot with Lizzie. All right, then they get lottery tickets. $107 worth of lottery tickets. Now, he has stated that he has spent $90,000 on this heifer. He has blew through his savings, okay? And he is broke. He is in debt. Yet and still, he is at a convenience store spending $107 on lottery tickets. Honey, when I tell you I don't feel sorry for you, Scott, not today, not tomorrow, not ever. You a fool. You are a fool. And you got your son up there looking mute like he Helen Keller. Okay? He don't say nothing. He's awkward in front of the camera. He's obviously obviously embarrassed of his father. Okay. So, anyway, Lizzie acting like an idiot. They go to this hotel. Of course, Scott pays for it. And a real nice hotel. And Lizzie's daughter had got Lizzie some clothes from Goodwill. And so, Scott got 2 rooms. A room for his son and then a room for Lizzie and her daughter Jasmine. Because, you know, y'all remember, she's a born-again Christian. And she don't want to sleep with Scott because she's born again. If you believe that, I got a diamond to sell you. If you believe that the reason why she is not sleeping with that all-time beat-up man is because she's born again, okay, all right. You can tell by the way she acts that that's not even the case. So anyway, you know, she's showing her daughter some attention because, as you know, when she got released from prison, she didn't even hug her daughter. She went straight for that beat down Scott. So she's showing her daughter some attention. Well, Scott, he gets a little jealous. Okay, you know, he gets jealous. So Lizzie and Jasmine are getting ready. They putting on their little bikinis. They're going into the pool. Scott is outside crying like a 13-year-old girl. He's like, she is ignoring me. She's not showing me any attention. She is way out of my league. Why is she with me? This was just a bad decision. This ain't gonna work. Blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something, beat down Scott. You got involved with a woman in prison for 3 years. And you blew through all the money you had. Okay? Your best friend told you that this will not work. She don't love you. Okay? But you didn't listen. Because you were so infatuated with this woman and her prison Playboy pics that she had sent you. And here you are outside of a hotel, a grown man, looking like who done it and what for, crying over this woman. Child, I can't. Whatever she gives you, you deserve. She has not shown you anything any different. Okay? Now, this woman's been locked up for 3 years, hadn't had no ping. Okay? If you're going to tell me she don't want to have sex with you, that's the first thing she would want to do. Case in point, Caitlin. Okay? She will want to have sex with you, but child, she don't want to have sex with you because she's using you. And you let her. So, anyway. So, they're in the pool. Jasmine, Lizzie, and that mute son, you know, that's embarrassed of the camera and his father. She was like, oh, okay, right there he is. Let's go out there. You know, she's just like that. She's all giddy and you know, bubbly and just, she's foolish. So she was like, what's going on? What's happening? What's wrong? Why aren't you in the pool? And he was like, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. I mean, are you mad at me? Now, 30 seconds ago, okay, you said that she is ignoring you. Okay. What are you talking about, Scott? Okay. Is she mad at you? What are you talking about? All right. Let's be real. Okay. Instead of him looking at her and saying, look, why are you ignoring me? All right. Show me some attention. You know, I only spent $90,000 on you. All right. But no. He tries to say, instead of saying that and be a man, he's going to say, are you mad at me? Are you mad? And she's looking at him like, what are you talking about? What? And if I was her, I'll be confused too. Like, open your mouth. You know, tell me what you mean. Say what you mean. Don't be, you know, talking in circles. So anyway. So he's talking about, are you mad at me? Did I do something wrong? She's like, no, absolutely not. And then he says, when you look down. She was like, what? She was like, so what? I looked down. She was like, man, I ain't got time for you. You know, I got your money. I got my lottery tickets. I'm in a banging bikini with his banging body. I'm going in the pool. You coming? She didn't say that. But that's how You know, she said she played him dust. And he's just, oh my God, y'all, their relationship is going to give me heartburn. I can't with those two. I can't with Scott. He is looking like a broke down fool. He looks tired, real tired. All right, let's get into the trio of fools. We have Megan, Michael, and Sarah. Okay, Megan the virgin, she is packing up her stuff. She's on her way to the airport to get her man. Her brother is there to pick her up and take her. Megan seems like she comes from a loving, supportive family who they're just trying to look out for her. They worried about her. They know that being involved with a guy in prison is not a good idea, you know. And her brother is trying to give her advice. You know, he's the younger brother, and she's defensive. You know, she's a little bit defensive. She was like, I know, but I love him. You haven't even met him. You know, you don't know anything about him. I trust him. You know, we're engaged. And he was like, engaged? He was like, well, this is the first I've heard of this. You know, because she hadn't told him. So, of course, he's worried about her. He seems like a really sweet guy. Meanwhile, we got Sarah, his wife, and the mother of his children. She's driving to Michigan, okay? He's calling her. He's like, hey, boo. She's like, oh, my God, I cannot wait to see you. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And he was like, oh, I can't wait either, baby. I cannot wait to see you. I cannot wait. You know, they're carrying on the conversation. Okay, meanwhile, Megan, she's on her way to the airport. She's at the airport. Okay, getting ready to get her ticket. He calls. And he says, hey, boo. You know, she's like, oh, hey. You know, he was like, I don't think you should come to pick me up. Ding, 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 red flag, ding, ding, ding. Girl, whoo. Y'all, when he said that, y'all, I immediately broke out into a sweat. I tell you what, Michael hasn't even stepped out of prison, and I want to kick his black ass. I want to literally choke Michael. He no good, y'all. He's no good. So he's telling Megan, oh, I don't think you should come. I've got things to do. I have plans. And she's like, what are you talking about? My brother took me to the airport. I'm on my way to get you. You acting real shady. Ding, ding, ding. You think? You think, Megan? Okay. So he come talking about, you know, they go back and forth. Her feelings are hurt. She's embarrassed. You know, her brother's standing there like, what's going on? So, you know, when he finished, he was like 100 years. Because they say that at the end of their conversation, 100 years. If you don't set y'all's tail down somewhere, 100 years. 100 years? Okay. Honey, that's how much time I'm going to get. If I was Megan, I found all this tomfoolery out. I'm going to get 100 years because I'm going to kid. So, she's like talking about, you know, I cannot believe he don't want me to pick him up. So she's walking down with her brother, and she's like, where's the bathroom? So she's so upset. You can tell she's upset. You know, here she is, thinking that she is on her way to pick up the man of her dreams. The man that she's going to lose her virginity to. The man that she trusts. And he's done told her, drop the bomb on her. And say, I don't want you to pick me up. So she goes to the bathroom, and she has a breakdown. Now listen. You can tell the difference between that whole interaction between Michael and Sarah, the mother of his child and his wife, and Megan. Michael was using Megan. Megan was naive, vulnerable. He told her what she wanted to hear. You know, the insecurity, her self-esteem, you know, he played into that. Now, his wife and the mother of his child was totally different. He was caring. He was like, I can't wait to see you, you know. But of course, he don't want Megan to come because, busted, you know, she'll find out that he's married. You know, there's another woman that everything that he has told her has been a lie. I tell you what, I can't stand that, Michael. I cannot stand him. And you know what? If I ever was to like seeing him, if I was Megan, I'd be like, y'all, whoo. When I tell you, they're not going to give me heartburn. I tell you, between Lizzie and Scott, Caitlin's immature self, and the trio of fools, honey, I may have to bring out the church fan for this. The good old church fan. Because, child, I can't. This show, whoo, it's so good. It's so addictive. It's so good. But anyway, guys, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Always check the description box. I'm not going to see you if you just watch Love After Lockup. I have other reviews that I do from other shows. But anyway, check those out. But if you only watch me for this, I hope you have a safe and happy holiday. And be careful out there. And I will see you next week. All right, friends. Bye.